I have with me the fabulous, the wonderful, the most creative illustrator that I've known since college, my friend.
Look at that intro. I'm loving that intro.
My friend, Junior Charles. Thank you so much for, finally getting you on Raven Maven. So why don't you just, let's just start with talking about your background, your history, what you do and whatnot.
Well, I dabble in a couple of, you know me for dabbling in different type of artistic genres. It's photography. I've gotten into woodwork, and of course you see this behind me. I do a little dabbling in paint as well. Graphic arts, advertising. You know what's from? We actually met in City Tech.
So that piece behind you is yours.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It should be on my wall. It look better.
Oh, let me know. I got you. Trust me. Let me know. No, we already spoke. Don't worry. You got a couple of things coming your way.
So, right now, well, I would describe you as now like a multi-disciplined artist, because you kind of like been experimenting in different mediums now. Everything from skateboard surfaces to like, sculptures. Mm-hmm. So, what made you, when I met you, you were like just, sketching in your sketchbook, creative mm-hmm. ideas. I remember when you wanted, like back when we were in City Tech, you wanted to do a clothing line with your very well-known cousin, Vlad. A lot of you may know Vlad. He's a comedian from Brooklyn, Haitian. But anyway, this is not about Vlad. This is about Junior. So I remember you wanted to do that. And after a while, I don't really know how far you got with that. I guess you dabbled in that. And then you segued into the whole, really got into the photography, like heavy. Yeah. And that took off.
While I was doing the clothing thing, I really didn't have enough money for people to actually take pictures of the clothes for me. So I started getting into photography myself. So as I designed clothes, I was also doing the photography also. But the clothing design got so freaking expensive.
Yeah.
Yo, it just, I said, you know what, I couldn't do with this anymore. So
yeah.
You know what, from there, streamed on to photography. And that's where I just took off.
Right.
I just took off from there. Yeah, it's like, it's been awesome. I did that for about 10, going on 11 years. And then I just pushed it to the side and went back to my first love, which was sketching and painting.
Yeah. And now it seems like you're really in full artist mode where you're like, exploring a lot of ideas. I think it's funny to see a lot of well-known artists, pop artists or whatever, they started out with like sketches of things that they would sketch in their book. And then it really later on became this full-blown concept. And I feel like that's what you are at, that's where you're at right now. So I'm so excited to see the work that you're doing on Instagram, like you share with us about your current collection. So what's the current plan? Like, is there a name for this collection? Do you plan to do a have a show soon? I hope you have a show soon, because I'm dying.
I'm definitely having a show. But the name for this collection, I'm gonna be honest with you, I still can't get a name for this collection yet. I don't know what it is, but I just gotta pump out the work.
Right.
Well, it's like, however I feel, I have to get it out. But I just can't. Some of these artworks, they don't even have names to them yet.
That's true.
It's just going by how I feel and what comes to mind, and I have to get it out.
Just get it out.
Yeah, most of them are untitled, right. But I have to put the print somewhere. I have to get it out. I have to get it out there.
So, like, are you working like from your home studio, or do you have like another space that you work out of?
No, right now I'm working from my home. I'm actually I wanted to get a studio on the side, but that would just be wasting money. So I'm working on getting a house right now and incorporating the studio within it.
Smart.
So, yeah.
Very smart.
I
like,
we gotta make it work for you.
Right. And it's good to be, conservative, especially now with, the way that the economy is a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And even if the economy wasn't crazy, I feel like home studios are great.
Yeah.
So you can save a lot of money. I guess that would be some advice for other creators. If you have the space or you have in your home, then make a designated space for you to create. I have to for the podcast, or the show, I have to kick my kids out of the apartment, so I can do the show.
Yo, whatever works for you for the time being, just make it work for you. Trust me, everything else will work in the end. Everything else will come to fruition.
So how has the whole COVID thing impacted you creatively, or has it impacted any of your plans or your creative process?
No, Latoya, if you only knew, this is one of the things I've been working on so far.
You see this fire, guys?
A pair of Pumas. So one of my former teachers came to me not too long ago and said, "Yo, Jay, can you please hook up a pair of sneakers for me?" I said, "Yo, whatever, just bring it in." So she dropped it off 2 days ago. Within that same day, I bust this out.
Yeah, that's flyer.
Yo, and I was so much into the mood. I had a bag that I had sitting in my own script for about a year now, but I already sketched out the design. But I wanted to give myself some time to actually take some time into doing the bag, because it's a plain white canvas bag and I didn't want to mess it up. So after I finished off the sneakers, I said, you know what? Let me pump out this bag.
Fire.
So I just pumped it. It's just been one project after the next. And
do you feel so much more fulfilled now? Because it's you're just creating just to get out whatever ideas you have. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's all just about what you want. It's not in where, I'm still on the commercial side of things where I'm creating things for a business need, to achieve some type of, there's some return on investment, they hired us to create a campaign to motivate people to buy a product or a service. So with you, it's more so you have these concepts or these emotions that you're trying to express through your paintings and through your sculptures. So I'm pretty sure is that really fulfilling for you? And can you describe to people what it feels like every time you do that?
Yo, it's like I'm releasing a piece of myself onto a blank canvas. It's so fulfilling.
Right.
I'm happy. I don't need to be doing this for somebody. Let me just do it for myself, just so I can actually. I'm in my own, what do you call it? Atmosphere.
Right.
So everything is just coming. I'm just happy to do it.
You look happy.
I am. I've never been so happy. I'm telling you.
You're cheesing heavy right now.
Yeah, I am.
Look, guys, you just do some paintings. You be as happy as this guy.
I'm happy, man. It's like being in your own mind, being in your own thoughts, just creating. It for some reason, it releases something out of you, for real.
So, being home it hasn't been are you home most of the time, or are you still working your other, your 9 to 5?
I've been out of work for the past going on 2 months.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
So being in the house, has that been what was it hasn't been what is, I think, for some people where they're going stir crazy. I feel for creators, because we get in our heads, it's we'll utilize that alone time, differently than other people. We don't.
I use it to bust out some work.
Exactly.
And for some, and I've been actually getting into other things also. Now I'm actually making, instead of buying frames to frame my artwork, I'm making my own frames. Right at the house. I bought screws, saws, drills. I started busting my own
you know
frames.
What we got to do? You got to record and put on and share with the Raven Maven team. Show our, hop on our live, take over, and we do a little, how to make your own, frame, do a little demo. That'd be dope.
Not a problem. I'm all for it. All for it. I even wound up connecting through this guy on IG. He makes die cut canvases.
That's dope. That's really cool.
So we're about to collab on so many pieces because he sent me one of these just to do for him and send it back as a collaboration.
What's his IG handle so we can shout him out real quick?
It's called Canvasthetics.
Canvasthetics, shout out. Go follow them.
So dope. This dude is so dope. So when I sent that piece back, I sent him with a couple of stickers. Yo, he flipped over the stickers.
The stickers are dope.
He flipped.
Stickers are so dope. And I'm going to take a picture, guys, and put it in here. But the stickers are crazy dope. I don't even have all of them because I started applying them to my sketchbook, like to my notebook.
Yo, I'll send you a couple more because I got some good ones I worked on.
Yeah,
he chose a couple of them and made these 3-foot canvases out of them.
That's crazy.
3 foot, yo.
So like in the shape of the sticker.
The actual shape of the sticker.
I want one.
Yo, his wife loved one of the stickers. You know, the one that has love written in with the flowers. His wife went crazy over that. So he wants me to hook one up for his wife.
That's dope.
Work. You gotta connect. You gotta connect and stay positive.
So you feel like COVID has allowed you, like besides the bum part where you're losing some income, it has allowed you though more freedom to really just focus 100% more on your work. Oh, look at your cat. Hello, buddy. In the video, get an interview too.
Ginger. I wouldn't say losing a lot of income because I've been doing like little side logo jobs and stuff like that from here and there. Yeah. Like just today, I just bust out a logo for somebody else. She just went crazy over it, and then she asked me to do another one for her. So I'm not really losing.
You're still getting some income. Yeah. Check you out. Okay, correction. Cross that out. He's still getting the bag. Okay, the bag is secured. Okay. I forgot who I was talking to for a minute. You're like the original hustler. Like I had never met. When I met you, you stayed with a job or like something going on. You always got something going on.
Listen, Toya, this is New York City.
I know, right?
Doesn't have a little side hustle. Everybody got to have.
You ain't a real New Yorker if you don't. And West Indian too. You know we have like 50 jobs.
Yup, you got that right. While we were in college, I had 2 jobs.
I know.
Because I was doing that. I was working at the hospital and I was working at Starbucks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, it was
She was
crazy.
the Starbucks plug back then.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of art, like how do you find your inspiration for your pieces? Like what inspires them?
Yo, that's a good question. Because most of my inspiration comes from walking around my neighborhood. There's so much graffiti around my neighborhood, like dope murals. That's where I get my inspiration.
You're right, because I be in your neighborhood. Like I drive through sometimes. Yeah. Not recently, but your hood like has the bomb murals. Like it has great murals over there.
I love walking around this neighborhood, yo.
Yeah.
All around this neighborhood. Sometimes I just lose myself in the amount of gorgeous artwork that's around over there. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy.
Hopefully one day that we'll get to see your mural up somewhere in Brooklyn.
Yo, can't wait.
It would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give to other people who are illustrators or just multidisciplined? Like, do you feel like they need to focus on one thing, or is it okay to be, in your opinion, exploring multiple things?
If you want to explore as many things as you want, you don't have to stay just into one little box. Come outside the box, just go wherever you feel that your inspiration takes you.
Right.
It don't really matter. It does not matter. Who said that you can only focus on one thing?
But then I always feel like the thing with exploring a lot of things, like exploration is fine and discovery, but then it's like trying to master, like people who can master multiple things, that's like unicorn people. Like you're not everyone, you're just wilding in the back, yo. But to be a master of multiple things is
Mm-hmm.
very unique. Like not everyone could do that. So
Mm-hmm.
would you just say like, instead, would it be wiser to say explore things, but you don't have to be a master at everything?
True. Yes. Let's go with that.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
You wouldn't about to email us like in the comments like he gave me wrong advice, bro.
Nah, because look, listen, I wound up with the photography. Look, yo, you can attest for yourself. Am I good? Am I not good with the photography?
Oh, you're great. Yeah, you're great.
And with that, I started feeling like, yo, I started getting really bored. Because I know that, yo, I've explored so many options of photography. Yo, let me go on to something else because I want to keep reinventing myself.
Or elevating.
Yeah, come on, man. You can't just, don't stay just in one thing, man. Listen, there's so much things out there to learn. There's so many things out there to learn.
What is the biggest thing that you've learned about yourself since you've really like committed now to your art?
Don't focus on anybody else.
Don't
focus on.
Do you think you've become like even more confident?
Yeah. Yes, it actually did. Yo,
I can see it.
I used to be such an introvert.
Yeah.
I used to be so to myself. Now, yo, listen. Don't focus on what anybody else think of you, your work, or whatever. Just do what you feel do what you want to do.
Right.
What you want to do.
That's
don't worry about the critics. Yeah, don't worry about the critics, yo.
And what other creatives are doing, like don't worry, like stay in your lane. Like you could look at, like, you know, I send you stuff like, oh, this is dope, this person's dope, you know, but like I know that I could do that with you because I know you're so deep, like where your work is at now. Like every time I see your work, I know it's your work. You have your own style now. Whereas like, you know, when you first start out, you don't really have a style yet. You just like, you like borrow for somebody else and because you're trying to discover who you are. So I would like, let's elaborate on that a little bit and tell other creatives or artists or illustrators or whatever, like let them know that it's not like, you know, when you first start, all of a sudden you have your style and something that you're known for. Like there's another creative that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Kaylin Kawai, and I know her work right away. Like I'll see it anywhere, and if someone's fronting like it's their work, I'd be like, "That's not your work. That's Kaylin's work," because I could tell, you know.
So yeah, I've actually been looking for my own style. It took me quite a while to actually establish my own style. It's not easy because there's so many different type of artists out there. Who has so many different type of styles. You want to be able to set yourself aside from them. Right. So you really gotta focus on what's gonna have you stand out from the masses. Yeah. What's gonna help you stand out from the masses? You gotta search, man. You gotta put in the work.
And experiment like you're doing.
Yeah, you have to. You have to experiment.
So what other advice would you give to like, you know, creatives who are just interested in like, you know, exploring and just, you know, refining their own craft? What has helped you to get to where you are right now? I'm like, that's a deep one right there. I got you.
Yeah. I really can't answer that, to be honest with you.
You don't know how you got here?
No, I really don't.
I really think it's the exploration, to be honest. That's part of it. Know. And I think this is the most focused I've seen you. Whereas I feel like before it was like you were focused on like the like your photography business, but like now it seems like you're really in tune and aligned with your work, your artwork. Yeah. And I think that has allowed you to just keep pushing yourself to, you know, explore different ideas. So maybe that's part of the process, you know?
You couldn't say that. Yeah, you can't say that. With the photography, when I first started it, it felt like it was fun, but then it started getting to a business. where everything started getting
starts feeling like a 9 to 5.
Yeah, and and I don't want that. It's like I'm not putting myself into my work like I used to. I'm doing it for you. No, I'm not doing it for me. And the way I want to shoot and how I want to shoot certain things, people don't like it. They don't, especially with, West Indians, Caribbean people.
Oh yeah.
Some of them,
if that's who your target is.
Oh my God, it's so hard to please them people.
I know.
But I love working with them.
And we love y'all West Indians. We're West Indians, but so that's why we can say that.
They're crazy. But I love working with them. I have listen. That was where bulk of my work was coming from.
Coming from that.
I loved it. But it just started getting really serious, and it was making me really depressed. I couldn't deal with it.
Wow. Yeah.
I was getting really depressed.
I always feel like for us, when things like, I just left my my previous job. I was there for like 11 years, and it's just got to get like that, like where when it gets to the point where you don't want to go to work anymore, that's when it's bad, because I just didn't feel inspired or motivated, even though there were a lot of internal changes going on, like things to get excited about, but I just didn't see a future for me in that change, their transition. So I felt like I was going to be still pigeonholed into just doing things that weren't challenging to me.
Gotcha.
Whereas in my career, I wanted to grow. I thought I wanted to be an art director, but which I am sort of. I'm for a smaller business, but I just thought that I wanted to have a certain career track, and I realized that what I wanted kind of changed. Because at the end of the day, what we really want is just to continue to grow, continue to like explore ideas, and to be inspired and motivated. And like, I think even if it's like your job or whatever, if you don't feel that, then it just starts to become torture.
I know exactly what you mean, because what was it, 2018, the end of 2018 was when I actually left a 13-year gig at a hospital up in Manhattan. I just up and just left. I quit. They kept on asking me, why are you leaving? What's the problem? Because they wanted me to stay. But I didn't feel like myself there.
Yeah.
I felt trapped.
Right.
And I felt too comfortable.
Right.
I felt too comfortable. I don't like being comfortable. I don't like being comfortable.
Please tell people why comfortability is death. Explain
You're not growing.
that to people.
Where you gonna? You're not growing. Where you gonna go?
People don't understand this, and that's why I'm not attracted to people like that. Like, I don't even mean in a dating sense too, just in general. Like, people to me who are stagnant, like you could tell those people, I'm not attracted to them. Their energy, stay away from me.
No, man. Yeah, come on, man. The hell with all that stuff, man. Listen, when you're too comfortable in a certain situation, there's no upward mobility towards that. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You're not going, because you just want to do the same thing day in, day out. Nah, that's not me, man.
And I'm not knocking. I've learned, and my friends, my close friends, and I consider you one of my closest friends too, even though Junior and I don't talk every day, but we don't need to, because every time we talk, isn't it like we talked yesterday? Yeah. So, but like we were talking about that, how we, like the friends in the circle I have, I don't have everybody in my circle is very, like we're overachievers. We're very optimistic. We get bored. We are the type of people that we just got to be doing something new. And not just to be doing something new just because, it has to be for purpose, because I don't believe in blind ambition either. But to me, like, I just don't I understand there's people who are okay with just getting by, because there are people like that, and nothing is wrong with that. We need them to work for people like us.
You out of your mouth.
I mean, that's what's happening in corporate America. Like, they know there's going to be people who's just okay with just doing like the bare minimum, and those people you got to get bare minimum money, because that's what comes with just doing the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? There's no growth. You're not going to get opportunities that, you know, normally they don't come to the person who just do things to get by. That's just impossible. And so I like that you said that, you know, there's no growth. Like, it's like death, you know, it's like a slow death. And I think I had realized that, and I was like determined, like 2020, I had like just put that out there. I manifested, and I don't believe in the whole, oh, you just got to speak. Like, you got to speak it, then make the moves, send your resume, bro. Like,
you gotta put the work in also. You got to put the work in also.
You got to do the work. Yeah, because people be acting like, oh, like, I pray to God or whatever they believe in, Buddha, whatever, and they think that, oh, now everything's going to be okay. No, like, you still got 2 legs and two hands, and you go make this happen, bro.
Well, you can pray to God for it, but then you still got to put your best foot forward, because as you make your way to wherever you want to go, you will still get the help on that path.
Right.
Trust me, God's still going to help you, but you got to put your best foot forward.
Right.
You can't expect him to do all the work for you. It don't work like that.
Right. I like that you said that, or that we're saying that. We're on the same page with that. That's some more advice from us. So, what are your plans for the rest? I mean, everybody's saying 2020 is canceled. I don't want to say that. I will say 2020 is different. It's a new world order.
This is a different year. Yes, it is.
Different. This is some stuff that we never. I don't know. I don't think anyone has experienced anything like this. When was the last time there was like there have been there's been epidemics, not pandemics.
Not in my lifetime. Well, right now.
I've read about them in history. So this is the first time, like, you know, a lot of people are experiencing something like this. So, like, how do you feel about making your plans? I know you probably have plans for 2020. Do you feel deterred or removed from them? Or do you feel like you're going to just keep pushing forward based on what possibilities, you know, and limitations of, you know, what it is right now outside?
Listen, right now, I can't focus on making plans like that anymore. Because of this situation, I can't make it. I had so much plans already set in order. First one was the show.
Right.
Look what happened. Because the show was supposed to happen in March.
Right.
But because of this, I had to stop. So I really don't know how to go from here, to be honest with you. But making plans like that, I'm gonna just ease away from it a little.
Yeah. Work.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to say that a lot of people, what I want to say is a lot of people during this time phase, like, some people are like, oh, like, because I'm one of those people who are like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity to explore those things you've been putting on the back burner for a long time. Like, this is the time to, you know, take advantage of, you know, if you're unemployed or whatever. And I get it. Like, I got to be realistic. Everybody has responsibilities. They got bills. They got families. And if you ain't getting money or whatever the situation would be, you still need to feed your family. However, I just don't want people to, in every hurdle, there's still an opportunity. That's how I always looked at life. Even when, like, things didn't work out the way I wanted it to, like, there was like something blocking me, there was still like an opportunity in it. And I think a lot of people just don't see that. So I feel like for us, like, okay, you're like, okay, my show got canceled for now, but that doesn't mean the show is never happening. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That can actually give you more time to practice or do whatever it is to perfect yourself for when you do have the show. Trust me, with every little setback, there's always a reason. There's always a reason why there's a setback to prepare you for what's to come.
Right.
So that's why I'm taking this opportunity, this little downtime right now, to perfect my work and get some more work up.
Right. I think it's a great idea. Just thinking about it, it's just, it's just a good idea. I think this is the time for people to push themselves, to get out their comfort zone. If you are, because I was in a comfort zone for 10 years. That's a long time. And not saying I wasn't trying to bust a move the whole 10 years, because I was, but there was a lot of like stop and go. So like, I just feel like, you know, during this time that we're experiencing very unusual times, but, you know, take advantage of it. That's all I got to say about it. Do you have any other advice for creatives, especially with everything that's going on, like that you would want to share, or any words of inspiration, you know?
Off the top of my head, I really couldn't tell you.
It's like, no, just work.
Yep. Just put in that work.
We're so West Indian, just work.
Yeah, just don't use this downtime to just be all lax
to lay up
and not do nothing. Yeah, just put in that work, yo. Just act like you had a 9 to 5.
Yep.
Because that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I wake up around, sometimes I wake up around 7 o'clock, or I might be up till 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Because
my homegirl like quit her day job. She had two. She had 2 jobs because, you know, we always got like 5 jobs. So she had 2 jobs. She quit one job to focus on a business that she had started since 2014. It's like 5-6 years old, and it's not bad. It's successful, but we want more growth. And I work with her on that business as well. And she left her job, and she, you know, she'd be up 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes, texting me, emailing me. I'm like, bro, go to bed, bro.
You gotta grind.
But like,
you want that for it?
It has to be healthy though. Like,
yeah,
I'm all for working, but make yourself a schedule for working. Like, right now, my schedule is I wake up at 7:30. Because if I'm going for a walk, I wake up at 7. I leave the house by 8. I'm walking, doing my exercise workout, come back. So I'm done by 9-ish. Then I usually have a meeting. I hop on the computer. I take a shower, hop on a computer to look at emails to see what I got to do for people. And then I usually got a meeting from like 10 or whatever. There's always a meeting at my job, my new job. So I've never been in so many meetings in my life, but you know, I believe in schedules. I think schedules are important for people because it allows you to set slots for productivity. I know not everybody is like super organized that way, but a lot of the time you might find yourself working on these blocks. You just may not notice the pattern yet. So like if you're more a night person, right, that will be up until 5 o'clock in the morning, fine. That's your work hours. And then you still make sure you take your downtime after that. Like make sure you're not working after a certain point, because you got to, you know, give your body a break.
You do have to give you a little breather.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by that. Right. Yeah, because people be ODing. Like, you can't work all day. Like,
I'm going to be honest with you, Toya. I'm one person. If I lay down for at least half an hour and just like half an hour nap, I got to get right back up. Because I feel like I'm missing out on something. I got to stay busy.
You know what Trinidadians call that?
No.
They'll say you're haunted.
Yo.
You have a ghost.
Yo, I can't sleep. That same teacher I told you about, 3 o'clock in the morning, she texted me, yo, what you doing? I'm sketching. So, you damn artist, says that's all you do. That's all you do, because her mother was the exact same way. And she was a phenomenal artist.
Oh, wow.
God rest her soul. Yo.
Yeah.
She'll be up till 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and then she'll have to be, because she was a teacher, so she'll have to be by the school by 8 o'clock in the morning to teach, and then come home and do it all over again.
Yeah.
That lady would not rest.
Yeah, it's the work. You gotta get to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
she was an amazing woman.
Junior, tell everyone where they can find you on social media and you know, what we could look forward to.
Well,
I'm putting that pressure on.
A lot. I have a lot that's coming through, but right now I only have the IG, which is the J Charles Art on at IG. So just look out for it.
Okay.
Check it out.
So
Subscribe.
Guys, go follow.
Hit me up. Follow me.
So guys, you need to go follow J Charles Art. I'm gonna drop that down. So y'all in the caption, so y'all could go follow him and support him and his work. And of course, you could follow. Oh, hey Ginger, you can follow Raven Maven on Instagram at Raven Maven Show. We're also on Facebook, and we have a website, ravenmaven.com. And you know, just subscribe, like this video, share the video with your friends, and you know, stay tuned for another great episode. Thank you, Junior.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Much love to you.